Hey everyone, it's Amy from Dragon's Apothecary. Thanks for joining me this Friday afternoon. As always, I'm going to adjust my screen just a tad. As always, we're going to do our oil oracle card readings today. I do these every single Friday. Subscribe to my channel, you'll never miss one. And you can also book a personal reading with me off my website, dragonspedapothecary.com, for yourself and up to two other friends with you. And each of you will receive the oils that come from your personal reading. So that's a little extra, for my ones that want to have a personal reading and some extra goodies to go with it. So what else do I have to tell you before we pull cards? My Beautiful You course is available. You can get it for the intro price right now. And it's a wonderful course. It's, February, I focused the blog all about love. And this is just perfect timing for this course to come out. It focuses on our self-relationship and our ability to explore a lot of different topics around how we see ourselves, how we describe ourselves, how we see ourselves getting older. Now, I don't like to talk about getting older, and I'm sure a lot of you don't either, but it's something that happens to all of us, and our perspective on aging and our own aging greatly influences our current health. So there's a big segment in this Beautiful You course that talks about that, as well as things like our relationship with food too. So check it out. You'll find it on my website, dragonspedapothecary.com, and take it. It's a great course. It's like really insightful. And if you've got health goal this year, this is definitely the course I recommend everyone start with, so that you just have a good understanding of where you are personally, where you want to go, and how to form your goals off of that. Okay, so let's pull some cards, see what we're needing. You guys know I pull 3 cards. One will be for what we need this weekend. One will be for what we need next week. And then one is what the universe might be trying to tell us. Okay. I'm sorry, I just got this weird little frizzy piece right here, and then see it sticking out. Ugh. Talk about getting old. You start finding weird things going on with your hair. It just drives me crazy. Okay, I'm shuffling these cards and focusing on what we need this weekend. I know I could get over this little cold I got going on for sure. Little snap in weather we've had down in the south has really just tripped up my sinuses. All right, what does this group need most this weekend? Oh, we got a card sticking out. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh, guys, we're gonna love this. Oh, I'm so excited. Rose. This is a beautiful oil. So if you've never used essential oils, let me tell you a minute about rose before I tell you the interpretation of this card. Rose is the highest vibrational oil there is. So every living thing has a vibration, a frequency. And rose has the strongest frequency of everything on this planet. This is the highest one. It is a beautiful oil for so many reasons. So we're going to talk about what it specifically means in our reading today. Give you some information about this, but I'm telling you, this is a fantastic oil. Oh, what an oil to have in our reading. Okay, so this card stands for unconditional love. Beautiful card, right? So the wise words of Rose. In order to be happy oneself, it is necessary to make at least one other person happy. Pretty wise words there already. Okay, so rose obviously emanates a very special essence, and it is regarded as the queen of flowers. Of course it is. It's a rose. Come on. Many rose petals are required to distill the essence of this flower spirit. And that is why, your grandmother's rose water, that rosy smell that my grandma certainly did. It was gross. Okay. Real rose oil is super, super expensive because it takes a lot of petals to make that oil. Okay. But I'm telling you, the benefits of this oil, numerous. just numerous. I put it up there with frankincense. Okay. Rose is a very gentle, great assistant in communications and trust. Now, whether that's romantic or not, you guys know the premise of any good relationship is communication and trust. So it is the connection between two souls, romantically, friendship wise, in business, really any connection we have in our life. Roses can be used as an aphrodisiac, of course, that's the romantic side of it. And it's also used for the reproductive system and with depression. Okay. Rose eases the heart. Of course, again, it's roses. Who isn't happy when they get roses? And it brings happiness to the wounded. It's connected, of course, to the heart chakra, and it's very positive and productive energies associated with this card. Okay. Now, Rose, if you suffer from ego or resentment, Rose can help overcome these types of feelings. Okay. Hurt feelings, broken heart, of course, anything that kind of hurts our heart or makes us blue in the heart feelings. Rose is a healer of those things. Rose can give up, it can help us overcome that giving up on love. Don't want to try it again, right? Been there, done that. Don't want to do it again kind of stuff. And it helps us overcome feeling like we're not worthy or we don't deserve love. Okay. So the connection between the heart and the brain is obviously lost in those situations. And our lovely friend Rose here can help heal that. So, as you know, roses are beautiful to look at. The plants are gorgeous, but they got thorns on them, right? And they're pretty potent. I have roses in my backyard, and they're not playing, right? But they're beautiful to look at. By being careful, playing with the heart's desire is what that represents, okay? And how tender that rose is, but those thorns protect it, right? And we want to be delicate around that because you don't want to hurt the heart, right, of yourself or anyone else. The rose on this card that's in the glass bubble there represents the cycle of relationships. And red, obviously, is the color of action, desire, fire, and passion. So it's kind of keeping those things in perspective, protecting it, but understanding everything's got a life cycle it goes through. Marriage is a great example. It goes through phases of growth. Your friendships a long time have different periods where they grow and evolve into something different than what they started out as, okay? So that's what this represents. Rose, obviously, is the oil of unconditional love. It represents harmony and balance that can be found in relationships. The card is the herald of the arrival of new relationships, and listening to your heart's desires becomes the challenge. Say yes, right? That's when we're encouraged to say yes. Some good things can happen in that situation. Okay, look, I only use doTERRA oils, and their rose oil, phenomenal. They've got a roller ball already diluted. You roll it on. It smells fantastic. Apply it to your heart. It's very healing. And this is the affirmation to do with this oil. I encounter love in all of my relationships, and I love these encounters. I give out love, and it is returned to me multiplied manyfold. Okay, so that's our affirmation for this card. I'll read it again. I encounter love in all of my relationships, and I love these encounters. It's a give and take, right? I give out love, and it is returned to me multiplied manyfold. Okay, so that's what we need this weekend. We need some love. Oh, how can you top that? Everyone needs it every day, right? Okay, so we're going to pull a card now for what we need next week. Last week of January, can you believe it? Whew. Breezing by this 2020 year already. Okay, what are we needing next week? I'm just gonna mix up our cards. and leave me some comments. If you're loving this weekly video and obviously the full moon readings that I'm doing now, leave me a comment. Let me know what's on your heart. Now that we just talked about Rose. All right, let's see what we're needing this week. Oh, what was this? Wow, if this doesn't go with Rose, I don't know what does. Oh, Clary Sage, guys. Another highly feminine oil week. So, Clary Sage, it's about intuition, clarity, and cycles. And let me tell you what, if you have menstrual pain, cramps, back of that numb feeling in the back of your back, put some of this on, and I'm telling you, world of difference. It is incredible. I've tried everything on the known. This is a good oil to have on hand for that. Okay, so the wise words, Clary Sage. Obviously, she looks like a pretty smart woman there. Her wise words are never apologize for trusting your intuition. So guess where we're headed in this for next week. Clary Sage is a great essence for guilt, obsessiveness, tearfulness, and frigidity. Frigidity? Being frigid. She surrounds herself with visions, okay? She's very mystical and helps you change perspectives and look at the world from a different point of view. Her personality is confident, creative, and extremely psychic. It's the pillar of emotional support. And when it's out of balance, she can help overcome vagueness, being upset, just being a wreck, not feeling yourself, and dueling between being a victim and being manipulative. Okay. Come on. We all have these little emotional cycles we go through, and sometimes that happens, right? So she also helps with getting lost in suspicion and overcoming mental fatigue. Okay. So this oil helps us see through restrictive beliefs that are limiting us and open the ability to daydream, visualize, create, get those creative juices flowing, overcome things like writer's block. And it's connected with the second chakra of creativity and the reproductive system. Okay, so it doesn't necessarily mean pregnancy. It could, but it also means productive in creative sense of what we generate inside us. Okay, it's good for enhancing intuition for both genders, male and female, and it looks after the female reproductive system through development, fertility, and the end of menstrual cycles. It assists with pain with menstrual cycle, and I mentioned that up front, infertility, menopause, hot flashes, insomnia, and urinary health. Very, very worthwhile having this oil. And again, I only use doTERRA. I can tell you firsthand, this is the oil that I go to when I have any of that stuff going on. Okay, so what this card means emotionally is to trust our intuitions. Trust your heart, trust your gut. They're telling you stuff for a reason, and it's not guiding you wrong. The journey of life is tough at times. We can feel overwhelmed. We might feel trapped inside ourselves, not knowing the direction to take. Clary Sage helps us think outside our box. Okay, it allows us to open up and receive messages from our soul, because trust me, your soul always knows the right path to go down. Okay, there are times you are in fullness and times when you are in the depths of darkness. Emotionally, physically, spiritually, you know what those feel like, right? This helps you become aware of those cycles, how they affect you, and how to come in sync with them so that you're not fighting against them and letting them drain you. You can find a peace of moving through those different situations. So, Clary Sage, oh, beautiful oil. Apply some of this, diffuse it, put it on your back and just let it soak in. This is the affirmation for this oil. I am connected to my inner vision and I am trusting and acting. I am connected to my inner vision and I am trusting and acting. Okay, that is what we need next week. Trust your intuition, guys. It's okay to do that. And natural plants and nature help us achieve that better. Okay, just help it make more clear, bring us to that place where we can flow more naturally in things. Okay, we're going to look at what we need, what the universe wants to tell us this week. And this is just a card. It's the third card I pull every week. Let's see what we got going on. What special message? They've already given us such good ones this week. Oh, beautiful. All right. And what's the universe trying to tell us? Well, look at this. So, cedarwood, very beautiful, isn't it? That's a nice card. It's about optimism, being optimistic, and connection. So, you remember our first card, Rose? It was also about connection. We've got a little bit of a recurring theme here, huh? Okay, so cedarwood. I love the smell of this one. Okay, wise words. Stress is a choice. So is peace. Yeah, after the work week I've had, this is good words. Okay, cedarwood is soft, warm, woody. It's perfect when you feel lonely and you need to acknowledge you've got people around you that love you and support you. It takes courage to recognize when you need help sometimes, and even to ask that of your loved ones to help you, because we don't want to be a burden to them, right? So this oil helps us have that outreach and feel comfortable doing it. It helps obviously with anxiety, depression, loneliness, blue feelings, which a lot of us can get this time of year because in certain areas of our country, in the world, it's dark for days. I don't know how I couldn't do it. I just couldn't. Anyway, obviously cedarwood connects with the first chakras. Sorry, the chakras of your tribe. These are your values and your roots created by your community that you entered in at the time you were born. So your family, right? The very base of what you learned early on in life, of what values you carry with you now. Cedarwood is positive. It connects with family, friends easily and healthily. It has those healthy boundaries, healthy relationships. And this oil can help us transform quickly from being oversensitive, having obsession, or personal relationship battles, which every family's got something, right? So this is a good oil for those family get-togethers. Cedarwood is great for concentration, focus, just does wonders. All right, cedarwood means we need the emotional strength required to overcome relationship conflicts that have become more noticeable in our interrupting our life, in our peace. It also indicates that we could be overprotective a little bit obsessive, in those relationships, and we need to ease up a little bit. Pick our battles kind of business. We might feel a little bit betrayed or coming to the surface some hurt feelings. This is a time to simplify rather than complicate things. Take a step back, take a breath, and let the uncertainty around you evolve and see clearly of what's going on. It is time to trust in yourself and you will make the right decision. So again, that intuition of Clary Sage comes into play with that too. Sorry. Okay, cedarwood. Inhale that, diffuse it, apply it. It's wonderful. This is your affirmation from the universe. I am willing to give and receive love into my life every day and in every way. I am willing to give and receive love into my life every day and in every way. So that's your message from the universe this week. Okay, guys, I hope you're enjoying this. Please be supportive. Like it on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. You can also go to dragonsbitapothecary.com. You can check out my courses and materials there. You can also get the blog, which starting today, actually, once a month going forward, I'll have a video log in addition to the normal blog that I normally do, which turned 2 this week. So we have a big week. Insight into how natural health can help us. Okay, have a great weekend, guys, and we'll talk again soon. Mwah.